My name is Oma. I'm the prettiest among all maidens in my village. That is because my mom begged a river goddess for a child. Her wish was granted and she became pregnant. When I was birthed, she was very happy. While growing up, I was so obsessed with water. And I always do unbelievable things when I'm close to water. My friends always complain about my love for water. But with all my beauty, no man asked me out. But every night in my dreams, men from water cherish me. In my dreams, I'm married. My mom and I have searched for solutions, but none worked. Although I love my marine husband, but I still wanted a real marriage. To God be the glory, we found a wizard who can help. She told us the consequences would be brutal, but we were too desperate to care. All of a sudden, men came for my hand in marriage, and I chose the man of my dreams. Forward to my wedding day, I noticed I looked strange in the mirror, but I ignored that sign and felt like it's the makeup. As I and my husband walked down the aisle, my eyes started glowing and I felt something controlling me. I started walking to a destination I have no idea of, and my husband tried to stop me. I started running, tearing off some parts of my gown. People ran after me, wanting to know more about my behavior. I finally got to the river, raising my hand to surrender myself. As my body started changing, I heard my mom crying, calling my name. Then my body turned into a mermaid. I finally knew why I had all those dreams. Before I could move, I found myself in a cage. I looked down and saw the water goddess, and I knew she allowed them to me away. Maybe it's the consequences of my actions. This is how my splendid life turned into a mystery. I was in the cage for weeks and was fed with raw fish once a day, even if I already turned back into human. Sometimes I hear my mom's voice, sobbing and begging for my freedom. I always cry, asking God what my offense is. I was finally let out of the cage, but on the condition that I should be isolated. On getting home, I found my dad with another lady with kids. When my dad saw me, he warned me to stay away from his kids, that I shouldn't dare initiate them. The villagers now saw me as a threat. I was always alone. So one day, my mom sent me to get water for her. But I decided to go to the stream because I was fed up. I then drowned myself. Surprisingly, I woke up on my bed. I saw my mom sitting beside me on the ground, and I asked her why she made my life miserable. She told me my dad threatened to marry again if he can't have kids, and said my dad really did went outside because she couldn't bear him a son. She said my dad used me as an excuse to bring her new wife home. She said a new man in the village saved me from drowning to death. I then told her I forgive her. One day, my mom saw a man standing outside our house. She called me and said the man saved my life. I walked up to him to appreciate him. He told me he saved me from drowning, that he came to check up on me. We had a nice chat and we became close friends. But we had to talk in private to avoid being accused of initiating him. Sometimes we meet at the stream so that people won't see that I didn't isolate myself. But my problem was that he refused to tell me where he came from or where he stays. But one day we met privately and he hugged me. I felt really strange. After that day, weeks passed and I didn't see him again. My mom blamed me. She thought I met with him in public. One day in my dreams, I saw the water goddess. She hugged me and told me she forgive me. She then crowned my head and told me I will now live above others. The next day, I heard my mom shouting my name, Oma, Oma, please run to the palace. When I got there, I saw all the maidens standing. I was surprised when my close friend held me and everyone shouted, impossible, she is the chosen one. I then knew he chose me as his wife when people started drumming and singing, and that he is the crowned prince. My joy knew no bound as I danced with them. He accepted me at my worst. This is how I became the crown queen, and the villagers had no choice because the prince had chosen My dad immediately regretted his decisions and begged for his actions. My story became the talk of the season in every village. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel for more.